Bonjour à tous and welcome to this new review. This one is a bit complicated because we will be talking about Quantum Deck by Craig Petty. If you know Craig Petty, he had a problem in the past. I won't be talking about that today because we all have problem and I think he went through a lot more than what I think he should have went through. So let's not talk about the past, but if you know Craig Petty, he's a reviewer like I do for a much longer time, of course, in English. I think in French I've been quite as long in the business as him, but he's way back in the Wizard Product Review with David Penn, and he opened his own review channel called Magic TV. But I think the job of a reviewer is hard because if you put out products, like I did too, you have to be 100% sure about what you do. Because you can't just say, not bad things, but you can't throw stones at people and replicate the same mistakes. So I think this review will be a bit complicated, maybe a bit long, I'm sorry about that, but my review will be about the product, but also the way it has been sold. And I think it's very important because when you do a review, you help people to why they should buy it or not. So you have to give them advices. The fact that the ad copy for me is a little bit misleading, it plays a big role in my review. Also, I would like everybody that watched this video not to go to Craig Petty and throw stone at him. I don't think violence or insults or anything will help anything in the world. So please, this is just magic, this is just magic trick. There are nobody dead, there are nobody injured. So please don't go on the cafe, on all the forums, or go to Craig Petty and say, oh, look at these guys. No, I give my honest opinion. I won't insult Craig Petty. I respect his work and I love most of his products. For example, I do Keymaster all the time. Honestly, it's on my keyring, on my close-up case. Bear in mind, those are just magic tricks. We don't want insults, we don't want violence, we don't want anything. I think we are grown-up adults and we can exchange, give advice, we give review without any violence at all. So please keep that in mind. With that said, Quantum Deck by Craig Petty is a very popular release nowadays. With a blank deck, the idea is that it's a card at any number. It's not any card at any number. Well, it's not any number too, but we'll figure that out in the video. The idea is that the guy in the audience says a number. We'll go about that, of course, later in the video. And the magician counts down the card and the card is now at this number. So this is the main idea behind the plot. Of course, there is a lot more, and that's a big pro about the product because the instruction video is 4 hours long and you have plenty of live performances, so it's very good. Quantum Deck, it's sold at around $40. If you want to help my reviews, you can go in the link in the description and place your order. Thank you so much. Before going into the unboxing, if you want to, you can subscribe to this channel, like the video and comment. I will of course erase any violent comment, but if you want to add your own review about the trick in the comment, I'd love to see it because my point of view is not everyone's point of view. So I'll give my own review, but I'm sure you'll have a different one. So it's good to use that commentary section to exchange advices about the trick and saying how you feel about it. So this is the packaging that you receive. It's very, very well made. Inside you'll find the blank deck, which is gimmicked, so we'll go about that also later on. And under it you have the link and the password in order to watch the explanation video of the trick, which is 4 hours long. And I think this is a big plus about the product because the product, as I said in my previous reviews, the product is not only the trick, it's like the video, the tips, and everything that makes it a prop. Like, no, not a prop, but a trick. So the video is, I think, the big plus of the product, because it has many advices, many live performances, and you can see why Craig Petty likes that trick. And I think it's very interesting to see the creator performing it live, and it gives a lot of variations around the Quantum deck, so it's very cool. The deck in itself, I've never seen a deck like that, so it's new. Well, I've seen tricks using this principle, but not based on the can style and not based on this double blank deck. So I think it's new enough to be put out, which is a good thing, because most of the tricks that come out nowadays are variations of variations, and nothing is very new, but it's new enough to be put out on the market, so it's a good thing. Well, above all, $40 for this product doesn't seem to be a steal. I don't know how you say in English, I'm sorry for my poor English, but it's like, it's honest. The price, it's honest. The other things, we'll go about that in the pro and the cons, but the price is good, the packaging is good, the props are good. Yeah, it's cool. For a demonstration, I won't do anything else than what you see in the trailer. So basically you have a double blank deck, the spectator's number. It cannot name any number, but that's covered in the ad copy. We will go back about that. And you count down it, the card is at this number. All the other cards are blank on both sides. The pros and the cons section will explain everything. Sorry to say we'll go about that, we'll go back to that, but let's go. Let's begin with the cons. First of all, I think that the ad copy is misleading. Honestly, well, misleading is maybe a strong word. Since English is not my first language, I don't know if misleading is strong in English, but it can deceive people, I think. Because, first of all, the number can't be freely chosen. It has a range from 11 to 31. So if people name a number outside of this range, the trick won't work. I heard Craig had an add-on to increase the range from 31 to a higher number, but if it requires a move, why should I bother using the Quantum deck? I pay for the Quantum deck to perform exactly the effect listed. If I need a move, I just use a double blank deck and a regular card, because it's fully examinable, and I can use it for other routines like Craig Wilson ambitious routine. Please keep with me, because it will be a bit complicated, but I know it's not a problem for magicians, for workers, to have that range. It's not a problem at all, because we know we can manage the audience, and Craig gives a lot of advices on how to do that, which is very good. But on the ad copy, yes, they say, oh, it's not the free number, because if they say too low or too high. No. Like having 11 to 31 is not too low or too high, because if you have less than 40% chance to have the number named, that's not any number, because I don't want to perform a trick that could work 4 out of 10 times. Bear with me, it's not possible. I know workers will get around that, so I don't criticize the method, because I find it cool, I find it usable, but I critique the ad copy. I think the ad copy is deceiving, because they led you to think, oh yes, it's any number. No, it's not. So it's not a problem, but if it's not a problem, why weren't you honest on the ad copy? Craig is known for like destroying, well, not anymore apparently, because he stopped his rant, but destroying fake trailers, fake ad copy. And I think he wasn't honest enough, or maybe it was Murphy's, because this is a Murphy's product, I think. He wasn't honest enough to put out the truth about the product, which is you have less than 40% numbers that works for the trick without having to do any move. The second problem is the fact that the add copy again says that the deck is examinable. I don't think, well, I think the deck is examinable, but I don't think putting it in the add copy is a good idea. Because when magicians will receive that, they will instantly compare it to another huge classic that they already use, that uses the same method, and they say, magicians are like, I'm the first one to think like that. If I can't give that classical deck to examination, I won't be able to do so with the quantum deck. I think you can give it to people. So again, same problem than with the number. I think the trick is fine, really fine. But I think the ad, the sales, the way it was promoted is not. I'm sorry if my English is not that good. I apologize because I try to do my best for you to understand, but those are my major concerns about the trick. Of course, this is a one-trick deck. You can't perform anything else, even if it's gimmicked and you can show that all cards are blank. You can't write on it. You can't have anything done with them apart from the quantum deck effects, because there are a lot of them in the explanation video, and I will cover that into the pro section. I think it's a very cool trick. I like the fact that you use a blank deck for a can routine, because it's like using the phantom deck from Joshua J in another routine. You see the card appear, you see that this is the only printed one in the deck, and I think it's very strong in terms of structure and in terms of routine. The method is new enough for me to be put out, which is a good thing, and the method is very, very clever. I think he could have put more cards into the deck to have maybe a bit thicker deck, but to cover more outs with the same method. Actually, I don't know if it's normal, but I received 3 pairs of cards, more than what it's taught in the explanation video. So maybe those are useful to increase the range, but I didn't find any instruction about it. Maybe I missed something in the explanation video. I know that Craig opened a Facebook group, so maybe it's told here, I don't know. The fact that you can put any card and anything, actually, like a business card, you can put a credit card, you can put a banknote, you can put a card that you will force earlier on. You can do many things, and the trick is very versatile, and I think that's the real strength of it, because you can customize it to your needs, and you can customize it for your clients or anything, which is pretty good. Well, the video is long enough actually, so I conclude. I think this trick is quite good. This is not the kind of trick I will perform. The only thing that bothers me, as I said in my cons, is the ad copy. For me, you don't have to deceive people like this. If deceive is too strong, my meaning is not, I don't want to say too strong, but deceive is maybe too strong, I don't know, sorry. But you don't want to make people think this is a miracle, because I know you have to sell the trick. I work in a magic shop, Craig. I work in a magic shop. I know we have to give the feeling of the trick to customers, so they want to buy it. You want them to buy it, but you don't have to like polish the reality, to give it a little bit of makeup, and then when people receive it, when they remove the makeup, they say, "Oh, but this is not what I bought. This is not what I read on the ad copy." And I think that's the only and main problem of the trick. So usually I put a rate out of 4 hearts. 1 is something I will never ever use it. 2 is like meh. 3 is like it's good but I won't use it, and 4 is like I will be using it. So this is between 2 and 3, because for the ad copy I would give it 2, but the trick is not that bad, so it's a 3. So maybe 2.5. I put 3 because Craig is a really clever creator, and I perform a lot of like Keymaster. I love it. He has a few coins routine that are worth looking. I put it a 3, but like a yellow card, like in football, because of the ad copy. As per the technical aspect of the trick, is very easy to do. You have a bit of mathematics to do in your head, but it's very, very easy. So I'll give it a 2 stars out of 4. Well, that was the review. I hope that you you kept with me because my English sounds horrible. I know it because when I will be editing this video, I will say, oh my god, but hey, I'm French, so I try my best. I don't know any other blank trick deck for Cannes. Maybe Ribbon by Jean-Pierre Valarino, who is a French creator, and Craig actually reviewed it. But if you have any other ideas, please put them in the comment section. This was one of the hardest video I had to do, but because it's a good trick, but actually it's a bad promote and marketing and things. So I don't know what to think. I hope that video makes things clearer for you, and please don't be violent. Please respect everyone. Everyone has a point of view, and respect everyone's point of view. Don't go to Craig Petit and say, wow, your copy is fake, you're a liar. No, please. Those are just reviews. Those are just magic tricks. And I just hope my videos help you to know if you need or if the trick is fitting your style. So that was my video. Feel free to go in my Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and so on in the description. We'll see you later on. Au revoir!